Hi, I watched Miss Supranational 2025 about 14 hours ago. Right now, I would like to make some comments about the whole show. I'm going to say good thing, bad thing about the show. I've been watching beauty pageant for 43 years, so I've seen a lot of things change. But right now, I'm going to say good thing, bad thing about Miss Supranational 2025, okay? First of all, the show was boring to me because it way too long. It's about 3 hours long, especially at the beginning. Too many people singing and dancing, commercial. And I feel like, wow, am I watching the concert show or a beauty pageant show? Another bad thing is that I was shocked that Miss Iceland did not make it to the top five. She is the most beautiful girl in that group, the most beautiful one. Her face, she's so lovely like a Barbie doll. I was sad that she did not make to the top five. I was predicting that she
Is now Miss Supranational Europe, and she is Miss
but I'm happy
Iceland.
her two-time European ambassador. So congratulations to you, Miss Iris. I'm very happy for you, but then also you are absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. You're the most beautiful contestant in that group.
Congratulations,
All right.
Iceland.
Now, Miss Berzier, I'm very happy for you
The next
that
Miss Supranational
I
is
was predicting you as the first one.
Brazil!
Yes, I think either you or Iceland, the reason I chose Iceland over you because I look so young and beautiful, and of course, you're so beautiful too, Miss Brazil. That's why I chose Miss Iceland over you. But like I said, either one, either you or Miss Iceland, I'm happy, but I'm very happy that you won. All right? Congratulations to you, Miss Berzier. I was kind of like shaking because you and Miss Germany were the last two standing. And I said, oh my God, is this a soccer game? You know? But I kind of like knew Miss Germany would make into like the top 10 or top 5, but I was predicting her like the top 6. The reason I like Miss Germany because she's very humble, very natural. But for beauty, I think Miss Brazil more beautiful than her. So, but I'm glad that, she was the first runner-up. So I just want to say congratulations to you, Miss Germany. You did a good job, all right? Now, I was also happy that Zambia pageant country is not well known. That's why it's really hard for girl from any country that never have any history about or never win anything. That's why it's hard for them to make to the top 5, top 10. But anyway, I'm very happy for you, Miss Zambia, that you want Africa, represent Africa ambassador for your continent. Now, the sad thing for me is I was very sad that Miss Costa Rica did not make to the top 5. She was absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, extremely beautiful and gorgeous, and her evening gown is, oh my God, it's just amazing. And I'm sad that she did not make to the top 5. I was also shocked that Miss Nepal, I think she's absolutely gorgeous. Her gown is absolutely amazing, and I didn't expect she did not make to the top 12. Now, like I said, I'm happy for Miss Carousel. She was the second runner-up. So I'm happy for her make that far. So like I said, overall, the beauty pageant, as some of you guys don't know, I've been watching beauty pageant for 43 years in my life. So I knew how these organizations knew who they choose, you know. They already chose Miss Berzier from the beginning, before the show, okay? You know, one thing I don't like about these beauty pageant organization is that, for example, they have the same judge from preliminary competition and final show. What is the point? You know, like I wish they have different judge from the preliminary competition, and those judges would pick the top 20, and then they select another group panel, pick, you know, these top 20 and just instead of the same thing. That's why I told you guys that these beauty pageant organization, they already knew who they want at the beginning. They just have the final show just for entertainment. That's it. Now, some of you don't know that beauty pageant is also involved with who you know, connection, politics, and of course, it can be money involved, the secret behind that, all right? Now, especially if you are the powerhouse in beauty pageant, like for example, like Venezuela, USA, Philippines, Brazil, Colombia, Puerto Rican, those girls always have a chance make into the top 10, top 20, top 15, or top 5 to win them. But if you think about some girl from country that never win before, for example, like Zambia, Zimbabwe, or, you know, Kuwait, or Argentina, or Belgium, or any country that their name never been heard, it's hard for those girls make into the top 20 or top 5, top 10, or be the winner. Unless that girl is extremely, extremely beautiful and smart and confident and intelligent. Otherwise, no chance. It's all about connection. All right? So it doesn't matter who you predict, who you want. It doesn't matter. They are the organization, the owner, the CEO, the manager, director. They knew who they want. It's all about connection. All right? Because some of the girls are absolutely stunning and beautiful, and they didn't even make it to the top 10 or top 5. So like I said, these kind of beauty pageant, whether Miss International, Miss Grand International, Miss Universe, Miss USA, Miss World, all these beauty pageant organization, is all about connection. And they already chose who they want before the show. They just have the final show just to making money and just for entertainment. That's all. All right? That's all I have to say. So if any one of you guys disagree with me, feel free to make a comment. All right? If you agree with me, I really appreciate that. Have a good day. Thank you for watching.